You know what it is. You know what it is. I'm back, okay? It's your boy, El Profesor, the Power Director Professor. You know who it is, and you know how I get down. So, welcome, all of my PD Peeps. Thank you for joining me today. I'm so happy and blessed that you are here to be with your boy and, just welcome me back to the game. I've been out the game for a minute. I feel rejuvenated. I feel blessed. I feel the love from all my PD Peeps. I can't freaking believe it. Okay? I can't freaking believe it. But yes, I have returned to the fold. I have returned the prodigal son. I don't know about all that. But hey, I'm back in the business, people. So thank you so much for joining me for this live stream, and welcome to another wonderful Saturday of PowerDirector University love in another live stream. So I will be doing these live streams every single Saturday, as I used to do. I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back to the norm. I'm coming back with, the love for the community. I'm trying to bring back some of the good old feelings that we had, and I'm here today to kind of discuss a few things. All right. But before I get into that, for those who do not know me, I am your PD professor of PowerDirector University. My name is Malik Whitaker, and I will be your facilitator each and every Saturday for these live streams. I will be dropping new tutorials every Thursday. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about when I'm going to start dropping them. Okay. I mean, every Tuesday. I'm sorry. Every Tuesday, I'll be dropping new tutorials, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later on. But let me break down how this live stream's about to work. So I'll start off by saying hola to a few of the people in the chat. I see some of my returning people coming back to me, like Steve Williams, Peter Milner, my man who's been hanging with me from day one. I see a lot of my people on here, coming back to say hello and what's up. So I'm going to say hola to all of them. I'll start off by doing that, right? Now, I'm going to go over a list of the topics that we're going to talk about today, and then I'll circle back and respond to some of your comments and questions later on that you're dropping on Facebook and YouTube. All right, got it? Let's get it. Oh, one last thing. You guys know, if you've been in my live stream before, I do 1 hour. Uno hora solamente, por favor. Only because I got a wife, and I need happy wife, happy life. You know how it goes down. So let's keep it that way. All right, 1 hour. That's all you're getting out of me. All right. So let's see who joined us today. All right, man, we got a nice long list of people coming through today. All right, so Louis Ghetto says, long time no see. It's been a minute, Louis. It's been a hot minute, son. But I'm back in the building. So appreciate you for coming through on the live stream. And we got my man, Peter J. Milner. He's been hanging with me through different channels, different type of content, all of that. He says, good afternoon, all. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a minute since we all got together and got to, just love on each other, show the camaraderie. My man, Steve Williams from the Facebook user group and Facebook PowerDirector University page. If you're not in that Facebook users group, it's called PowerDirector Users. Go over to Facebook, join the group. All right, a lot of great people in there, including my man, Steve Williams. All right. He says, hi, Pete. Good to see you back in action. Of course, he's talking to my man, Peter J. Milner. Now, also, if you're not following me on Facebook, I have a page myself. It's called PowerDirector University. Look it up. You'll like it. You get new info all the time on there. All right. And so we got a convo going on between these two. I'm not going to get into all of that. So we got some questions already. I'm going to skip those for now. I'll have to come back to those. And we got Sharon Kittner, of course, Pollyanna, waiting while sipping coffee. But now you shouldn't be waiting anymore, Pollyanna. You're in the building with me. Conmigo. All right. Linda, we got Linda Madeline. So glad you decided to come back to YouTube. Yes, I made the move. I'm back, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Why I left, why I'm back. We're going to get into we're going to sip some tea and talk. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's see who else we got here. We got Peter answering some questions already. Already at work, Peter. I appreciate you, my man. Let's see. We got Dr. Teflon Toe Jam. What's going on, Dr. Teflon? He said, this is not an AI version of you. No, I'm the real deal, baby. The real, this is, you getting the business. You getting all the business right now from your man. This is real, okay? It's real in the field. And you know what's up. All right. We got Jeff Lockhart said, good morning. I'm going to go ahead and hit up a few more people. And then we're going to jump into the topics today. Shaky Leg by Elvis Merle. What's up, Shaky Leg? How you doing? It's been a minute, man. He said, the man, let's go. I'm feeling you, son. All right. Welcome back, coach. We got that from Clear Minded Thinker. Good seeing you. Good seeing you too, man. Appreciate you. We got a few more welcome backs on here. I'm going to, my man, Steve Williams, my man, Peter J. Milner. We got Jeff Siebert. What's up, Jeff? We got Liam Wakefield, a 5-year-old tablet, which is stuck at version 8. Good Lord, you're using, what are you using? You got that good old PD for Android, huh? All right. I feel you. The mobile version was doing this thing for a minute there. A lot of good updates on that. I haven't been on it for a minute, but, you know, we'll get back to it. This is kind of a good transition for us to get into the topics today. Prestige says, I gave up on PD because of the amount of lag it had. It's better than I would definitely go back to using it if it's better. Good question. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and jump into the topics for the day. So let's talk topics. All right, so the first topic that we're going to go over is, why did I give up on PowerDirector? All right. Then we're going to get into a topic around, why did I come back to PowerDirector? And then I'm going to talk a little bit about the tutorials, when I'm going to start uploading those tutorials. All right. And I'll talk about the steps that I'm taking to get there to where I want to be, to start dropping these dimes on you, you know, giving you all the goodness, these 10s, tutorial 10s, baby. So let's start off with topic number 1. Why did I give up on PowerDirector? Well, I gave up on PowerDirector initially because of a few things. The first thing was the PowerDirector University channel performance seemed like it was tanking to me. All right. So I was going in, putting a lot of work into creating different videos. And when I was uploading them to YouTube, I saw a big drop or decrease in views. And I was also seeing a huge decrease in the amount of subscribers that I got. So there was a time when I was getting 1,500, 2,000 or more subscribers in a month. And to give you some perspective on that, it had dropped down to maybe 500 a month. Now, I know people. I'm crying. You get my little baby violin out and cry about my 500 subscribers a month and how that hurt me so bad. Okay, I feel you. I hear you. I understand that everyone is not fortunate enough to get 500 subscribers a month. But for me at that time, when you see that decline and the sharp decline that I saw, it becomes very demotivating, right? You start to wonder if all the work that you're putting in to try to get to where you want to be and try to help the community, and if you start wondering if your return on your investment is really there, and you really start to reevaluate things. And that's what happened. You know, the performance went down. I started to reevaluate things because it wasn't just that one thing. The next thing that happened was I tried different tactics and they just weren't working. So this happened over a period of time. It wasn't like I just saw my subscribers decrease and I just like, I'm out of here. This was over a whole year. So over that year, I tried a lot of different tactics. I watched a lot of things from vidIQ. I love vidIQ. Shout out vidIQ. If you out there, you know, hit up your boy. Maybe we could do a little something together. Also, I watched some things from TubeBuddy, some other creators out there. If you got some creators out there that you watch, they give YouTube advice and tips, you know, go ahead and drop it into the comments, like Think Media. I was watching a whole lot of different stuff. This is one guy, very different channel. I can't remember his name on top of my head, but I watched a lot of his videos and I tried different tactics. Now, know this, like I said, this happened over a year. So although I was trying different tactics, I was trying the tactics and I was giving them time to be able to see if that tactic was positively impacting, negatively impacting, or having a zero result on my content. So I would say I would at least try a tactic for 3 months at the least, right? Before I moved on to a different tactic that might work better for that thing. Or some of them, I kept them in place for a whole year because there was no need to change that tactic because it was working, or I felt that the benefits outweighed the losses if I didn't do it, So I tried a lot of different tactics. It wasn't like I was just, my views went down, I'm giving up. No, I definitely tried a lot of different things to try to help the channel because I felt that it was worth it. I felt that it was worth it for my community to not just give up without giving it the old college try. All right. Now, I also tried, besides trying different tactics, I tried, and I guess you can call these tactics too. I started a mobile channel. I guess a lot of you saw that. Started doing mobile on the PowerDirector University, but then I started a mobile channel itself. And I will tell you right now, a lot of you guys remember a while back when I talked about how having so many videos to do and so much to do caused burnout for me. And having those two channels together, that did cause some burnout for me because it was a lot of work. I'm a one-man band. I do this solo. I got a full-time job. So having those two channels, trying to do mobile and trying to do Windows, was just draining. It was a lot of work. And once again, I was not seeing the results that I wanted to see with all the work that I was putting in. So it caused me to say, hey, is this worth it? Right. I also tried YouTube Shorts. So I think I'm going to do Shorts again, but I'll tell you what happened with Shorts for me. I tried the Shorts, and I think that one of the bad things about Shorts is that I think the algorithm starts to get confused on whether to push your Shorts or your long form video format out to users, and trying to pick and choose who to send it to. I think that might have contributed somewhat to some of the channel performance or lack thereof that I was seeing. So with that being the case, doing the Shorts, I think I was focusing more on, hey, let's do Shorts for effects and things like that, when I think I could have been doing better by focusing on different things when I created the Shorts, so that the Shorts were more value added for the viewers, and maybe that would have pushed long form and short form videos out there in the YouTube verse, whatever you want to call it. So I think that I could have been doing a lot better at Shorts, but I was not at that time. But I've looked at a lot of different things, a lot of different strategies since then. In my decision to come back, there's been a lot of research that I've been doing on those. So I think I can do Shorts better than I was doing them before. But at the time, they weren't panning out. Once again, I felt like I was doing a lot of work and my performance was going down with the work that I was doing. So another thing that caused me to kind of give up on PowerDirector University was people. Some people are great. Most of the PowerDirector community is fantastic. But there are those who are not really part of the community, or those who might be part of the community who are just very negative. And I've talked to you guys before about this. And this has happened. Look, I've been on YouTube since like 2009, 2010. So it ain't like I'm some new dude. And it's not like I've never heard negative things on YouTube before. I've been doing it for I haven't stopped doing YouTube, even though I stopped PowerDirector University. I haven't stopped being on YouTube. So, I mean, since 2009, 2010, I've been on here 14, 15 years or more. So at the end of the day, it's not like I'm not used to people saying negative things. All right. But there are some times when it can just become overwhelming, especially when your intent is to help people and they take that for granted and they say negative things or treat you in a negative way. I'll give you an example. It's already started, people. It's already popped off. Okay. I went on Facebook, right? And in the PowerDirector users group on Facebook, there's an option to add chats. Now, my understanding of chats are that chats are a group conversation around a particular topic. And I think I created a group chat for like video tips and tricks or something like that. I can't remember which one I created, but I created that group chat. And not 5 minutes later, someone came through and commented about a problem that they were having, right? Okay, great. I went on, did something else, started doing something else I needed to do, yada, yada, yada. I came back, and maybe 3 hours later, I noticed I had a notification on my phone, and it was telling me that, hey, there was a new comment in the chat. I went back to the chat. The same person that asked for help on a particular topic had already commented again and said, this is a waste of my bleeping time. Why are you creating chats if you're not going to answer my questions? So I don't know what this person's perception of chats was. Not that it was a group chat for multiple people, or maybe I guess this person thought that the chat was created for me to monitor and watch it all day long and respond immediately to any comments in the chat, which is not the case. It is a group tool used for the group to talk about certain things. So that to me, I was kind of like, man, I'm trying to create a way to facilitate a conversation between you and the people in the community. And your expectations are for me to sit there, monitor every single second of the day and respond to you immediately. Remember, it was just 3 hours later. Wasn't even like the next day, 2 days later, nothing. And I don't have to respond to anything. There are thousands of YouTube channels that post things and people ask questions all the time. And the users or the creators, the content creators never respond to anything. Or maybe they respond to 10%. I would think that I probably respond to 75 or 80% of the comments that are put on my channel. And I don't have to. I do it because I want to. So I think that that's just one example of many of people being mean that kind of, started to pile up on me over time. But once again, I'm able to deal with that. I just wanted to bring that up as one of the contributing factors because that's not going to go away. I'm very well aware of that. There's still going to be people who are angry and mad and blame me like I work for PowerDirect, like I work for Cyberlink or whatever. It's all going to happen. It's all good. I can deal with it. I just wanted to bring it up as one of the contributing factors as to why I gave up on PowerDirector University. Now, the next reason why I gave up on PowerDirector is because the version that I got when they changed everything up, it wasn't working at all. I mean, for me, and I know a little bit about PowerDirector. I was going through like everything I could to try to get it to work because it was just freezing and crashing. Didn't matter what I did. I just click on anything, it would freeze and crash. It was just dead. And so I do have a relationship with Cyberlink. So I was able to reach out to my liaison from Cyberlink and tell them about the problem I was having. And we went through with support. They got me in contact with support. And I was back and forth with them for a while. I would say probably like a month almost, trying to get it to work and couldn't get it to work. So I was very frustrated and I became like one of you guys, like frustrated with the problem that was happening with PowerDirector. Now, I do know that for the most part, when things like this happen, it's usually something based on your system, your own user error, video codec. It could be a bunch of different things on there. But of course, I was using the sample footage that they use and all the stuff. I'm not going to go into the whole rigmarole of everything that I went through and tried to do to fix it, but I went through a lot. And first, I went through all of my own things to look through, and I just couldn't get it fixed. Now, biggest contributing factor probably at that time was maybe Windows 10 from all of the stuff that I was checking on, and the compatibility or lack thereof, even though it could be, I think there was more of a security issue with Windows 10 and PowerDirector that was on my machine, which I feel like I have rectified since then, and everything's good to go now. So I know that I can use the software now because I've already been using it and we're good to go there. So that was the first thing. So basically all of those things happening at once, it just made me feel like, man, it's a wrap. I'm giving up on this, man. It's just too much for me. I didn't feel like I was in a good place to continue creating the videos because performance dropping, tactics not working, people just being people. I guess this is the age where people are more mean to one another for whatever reason. The software not working, support not being able to help me, all of those things together just kind of put me in a place where I'm like, I'm done. I'm done taking a break. I'm out of here. Now, when I did that, I actually moved on to using DaVinci Resolve because I still create videos or created videos during that time. I was doing live streams on another channel. I was creating videos, doing all kind of stuff, and I was using DaVinci Resolve for all of that. If you want to learn a new software or you feel like the learning curve isn't that bad, DaVinci Resolve is great. I have experience with a lot of different video editing programs, Adobe Premiere, Final Cut, DaVinci Resolve. So I already had DaVinci Resolve before that. I told a lot of you guys that I had already been using DaVinci Resolve before I stopped using PowerDirector simply because I record all of my event footage with a Canon C70 and I like to shoot RAW, and DaVinci Resolve supports the RAW file. So PowerDirector doesn't. So I was using it already all the time. So it was an easy transition for me. Might not be for you, but I'm here to help you with PowerDirector. So it is what it is. That's why I gave up. Kaput. I was done. But then some things happened. And I decided to come back to the fold, bringing back my knowledge and expertise to help you. But why? Why did I come back? Well, let's go over it. First and foremost, damn it, I miss my community, man. I miss the PowerDirector peeps out there. I talked about mean people, but there are so many more grateful people. There are so many more motivated people, inspired people, and happy people out there that I kind of just forgot about. And the longer I was away from the PowerDirector community, the more I missed it. The more I missed helping my PD peeps. The more I missed talking to my PD peeps and just, having those relationships and keeping them strong. It was very, it's already been very rejuvenating to come back and experience the love, the support, the camaraderie, and just seeing all of my PD peeps helping each other out on the different community on Facebook and my Facebook page and on YouTube. It's great, man. I missed my PowerDirector peeps. They mean so much to me, and I forgot that for a minute. But the longer I was away, the more I started to reflect and understand that I had helped to build a place where like-minded people could get together and talk about something that they all love to do, and that is create content with PowerDirector. And hey, I missed it, so I'm back, damn it. All right. The other reason why I came back is I miss making tutorials for PowerDirector. PowerDirector, to me, it's fun because I can innovate. I can think up new ways to do things. I can share my knowledge. I can show people things that they didn't know, easy tips and tricks to get things done. I can teach people about different filming techniques, different editing techniques, and all of those things can be done with PowerDirector or with different video equipment. I am able, through PowerDirector tutorials, to fill a void that I have for creativity in my own life. Now, yes, I was still making YouTube videos. I was still doing live stream. It's not the same. All right. It just doesn't give you the imaginative aspect that tutorial creation does. Because with tutorial creation, you're not only instructing and facilitating someone, you're doing it your way, how you want to do it. You're putting your own spin on it. At least I am. I'm not trying to be some dry ass whatever out there just doing whatever. I'm trying to have fun while I'm making these tutorials. And if you appreciate me having fun while I'm doing it, great. If you don't, there's plenty of other ways out there you can learn it. You know what I mean? And for me, I like having fun and being creative and innovative in my tutorial creation. So I missed the hell out of that. Okay. I need it in my life and I'm back for it. I'm for it. I'm here for it. I'm back for it. I'm going to be bringing it to you on a regular basis. So I also missed, even though like I said, I tried new tactics. I tried doing this. I missed that. I missed trying new strategies to actually help my channel grow and help my community. I was trying the things just because I was trying them and they weren't all working didn't mean I wasn't like, it wasn't interesting to me to see what the results were. Look at the analytics, figure out what was working, what wasn't working, figure out how I could tweak it, what I could change, what I could do with my titles, what I could do with my thumbnails, what I could do with my content to make it different, to make it more intriguing, to make people more engaged. All of those things I miss. I miss the strategy part, the planning part. Like these are things that motivated me to just, get in my editing hub and just start doing things. You know what I mean? Did you jump on my phone and try out some new ideas or whatever? I missed the strategy and planning, and coming back to the channel allows me to just, hey, let's plan and let's get everything set up. And man, I've been having fun with it. I've been going all out. Okay, making it do what it do. Now, another reason why I came back to PowerDirector was there's mean people out there, but I can ignore them. I can avoid them. I mean, I've been doing it for over like 15 years. It's not like I can't do it more. And I was even doing it during that time. It's just sometimes you just got to let people be who they are. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I mean, some people are mean, some people are nice, some people are middle of the road. Doesn't matter. And something could be going on in somebody's life that's making them mad, or somebody could be totally frustrated with the software, and maybe they're just mean for a minute because of something that happened. I don't need to let that affect me personally, and I shouldn't let it affect me personally because there's only a few people out here who probably know me, right? My wife, my friends, my family. Even though I know you guys a little bit through your videos, and you know me a little bit through my videos, most of the people who are mean and leave comments like that aren't really part of the community for the most part. Most of those people are just somebody who's just just saw my video, decided to watch it to get some help, and then they wanted to make a comment, and they were frustrated, they were mean, or whatever the case may be. So I don't have to worry about those people. I can let them be. I can avoid them. I can ignore them. I can move on with my life and be as happy as can be. And I have been doing that for the most part, but I think that I need to just keep reminding myself of that. It's not about me, move on, brother. Keep on, black man. Move on. All right. So one quick thing. If you're enjoying this conversation, if you like this video, if you're enjoying this live stream and you want to see more of it, make sure that you go ahead and hit that like button. All right. Lets people know that the content is good to go and you're recommending it for them. If you have not already done so and you would like to, if you want to support the channel, hit me up with a super chat or a super sticker. That will help support the channel and keep me going and able to do the videos that I do to help you guys get better with PowerDirector. All right. So, time for the last topic. When will I start uploading videos? So, I shared my to-do list on Facebook and YouTube and some other social media sites out there, and I asked you guys, what should I do first? What I left off the list, yada, yada, yada. So, basically, I went through that list. I got a lot of good recommendations from you guys, some things that I didn't leave off and some things that I did, but here's what I have already completed. So I went ahead and created titles and thumbnails for the first 10 tutorials that I'm going to do. So as far as titles and tutorials go, I did a lot of work thinking through these titles, thinking about how the thumbnail should be. And I created the first 10 thumbnails and 10 titles because I want to have a backlog of videos that I will have uploaded and scheduled on YouTube. So I want to hopefully be 4 to 10 videos ahead. So what I mean by that is I want to have 1 published for you to view and 3 scheduled in the backlog so that I can actually change if I want to change, like let's say something happened with PowerDirector and I'm like, oh, I got to talk about this today or next week. I can change the published date for those videos, the date that they're scheduled for, and do another video if I need to. But I always want to have 3 videos in the can, right? Kind of waiting to be published. So I created thumbnails and titles for the first 10. And then what I'm going to do is create some of those videos, and I'll go over that on my still to-do list. But got those thumbnails, got those titles, so I understand what I want to do and what I want to talk about. So the next thing that I completed already is I created a weekly editing schedule. So in the past, I would kind of just sit down one day, crank everything out, right? I would come up with the script. I already have my ideas out there, but I would come up with my script. I would record my tutorial. I would edit the video, and then I would put it on YouTube, whether it was scheduled ahead of time or whatever. It was usually scheduled at least a week or 2 out, right? I'm not doing it anymore. It's too much on one day, right? I got 7 days in a week. So I actually created an editing schedule where I am doing different things on different days of the week. Like Mondays is new titles and thumbnails day. So if I want to create a title or thumbnail to keep me, keep that backlog going, I come up with a video that I want to make. Think about which video, do some analysis to say which video will be best to make, what topic is good, come up with a title that's going to hit, for that video, and then think through a thumbnail, create your title, create the thumbnail, and I'm done. That's a lot of work. And some of y'all, title and thumbnail creation should take time. You should be taking your time planning it, thinking through the assets, thinking through what you want it to look like, taking your picture for that particular thumbnail. It shouldn't be something that I was doing in one day with my video editing, right? Even though I came up with them, I had a pretty good way to doing that, a template, all that stuff. If I want to get the best bang for my buck, I need to be paying more attention to titles and thumbnails. So Monday, titles and thumbnails. Tuesday, recording or creating the script for the tutorial. Wednesday, record the tutorial and add all of my assets and things like that to it. Thursday, go ahead and edit the tutorial and upload it. So basically, Friday, chilling. Maybe Friday would even be kind of getting some of the stuff ready for the live stream on Saturday, and then live stream on Saturday, Sunday, like God said, we rest. All right. So I have a schedule, right, to help me better manage my time and help me not feel so burnt out from all the work that I was doing in one day. All right. The next thing that I finished doing, I created my schedule. I rearranged my desktop in my studio, had some tools here that I wasn't using to be as efficient. Like I definitely got I have a Loop Deck Live. I have a Loop Deck CT. I wasn't really using them to their full potential, but now I'm using a Loop Deck Live for this live stream. I'm going to see how I can use the Loop Deck CT for editing after I do my tutorials and show you guys everything. So kind of finished up rearranging the studio and my desktop to be more effective and to have a better workflow while I'm doing all the things that I need to do for creating my tutorials. And then the last thing I wanted to do was do a live stream welcoming myself back to the YouTube game, telling you guys about why I left, why I'm back, and what I'm doing to get ready to get my channel up to snuff. Now, there's still some things that I got to do. I ain't done yet. Nah, I got a lot of stuff I still got to do. So, I got to create and schedule 4 of the 10 tutorials. So I have not created those tutorials yet. So I need to go through my weekly schedule to get them all done. So I know that my first tutorial will not be next Tuesday. It'll probably be the Tuesday after that. So if you're looking for like, oh, when are you going to have tutorials? My earliest available, or my earliest thought estimation is going to be not this Tuesday, the 21st, but the Tuesday after that, which will be the 28th. That's when I estimate my first tutorial will be out there. So I'm going to create and schedule 4 of those 10 tutorials, which is going to take some time. But I'm going to try to pump that out quickly. I'm going to dedicate more than just that week to do one. I'm going to basically try to just crush them. And then I get to take the advantage of just going through weekly and doing one tutorial after that. But I got to put in the work up front to get those first 4 tutorials ready. The next thing that I need to do is just basically get into the flow of creating one new tutorial a week. That's easy. I already got a schedule for that, so I'm good to go with that. I also want to start doing shorts for each tutorial. So like I said, I'm not going to give all of my thoughts on how I'm going to go about doing that, but I am going to do it a different way. And I think that it's going to be beneficial to you and anyone across YouTube and Google, the way that I'm going to be doing my shorts now. If TikTok is still around, I'll probably upload those to TikTok as well. I'll probably go ahead and update them to Reels on Facebook and IG as well. So you'll see shorts from me probably all over the freaking place. All right. The other thing that I still need to do is I need to create a list of my popular tutorials so that I can recreate them with the current version of PowerDirector 365. So of course, I want to take advantage of the content that I've already created that I know people are going to like and watch, and just create that list. I kind of did something like that for the first 10 tutorials. I did a mix of just not my own content. I did a mix of like all of the popular content out there. I did some research to find out what were the popular things for PowerDirector tutorials. And then I kind of took those and made that into my list of 10. But now I'm going to kind of funnel it right down to just PowerDirector University tutorials, which ones people liked from my content, and then create that list so that I can start creating those videos. And then the last thing I still got to do is check the release notes from the last version of PowerDirector 365 to understand what changes, what things are new, and create a list of tutorials of the new things that I need to talk about, like some of the AI tools that are out there, the changes to the interface, things like that. So I need to create a list of all of those things. So that's basically what I need to do. When I will start uploading new videos, like I said, I think it will be the 28th of January, Tuesday. So I'll be uploading new content every Tuesday, and then live streams every Saturday. So that's how that's going to go down. All right. So hope you all enjoyed that. All right. So let's get into Q&A time. All right. So I know y'all love me looking at the camera, but I got to read some stuff. All right. So if I got to read some stuff, I got to look over here. I can't look over here. I got to look over there. Can't look over here. I got to look over there. And I will look over there because I need to read stuff. So enjoy my beautiful face while you can. Sorry, I had something. I wasn't meant to be sexual in any way, shape, or form. Had something on my lips. It felt funny. Funny feeling lips. Okay. All right, let's see what questions we got in the mix. All right. Let's see. Guess there was a question on here about, yeah, we got a solid behind blue eyes. PBS P Hunger Striker said, PowerDirector won't let me use its free version anymore. So my man Peter J. Milner, my moderator in charge, and look, I'll tell you this in a minute. Peter said the free version, I think, but don't quote me, allows you to produce a limited number of videos before it invites you to take out a subscription. Yeah. So some of the things about PowerDirector, and I'm going to I think I'm going to focus on this in my next live stream, is PowerDirector has changed. It's I guess it's changed some of the things that it does. It's trying to get people to sign up for different types of services, which started with PowerDirector 365. Anybody else notice that, there used to be a perpetual license that you got, and if you bought PowerDirector, you could use it forever, but they switched to a subscription service, right? And I think that they're continuing that trend, kind of like with the AI credits and having limited capability with the free version, and when then you have to sign up for a subscription, like different things out there, like they're trying to do to generate revenue. They're a company. I mean, we all know that's going to be their end game for their stockholders and things like that. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's see what else we got. Got a lot of welcomes back. Let's see if we got any questions on that. Y'all got questions, it's time to ask. This is the time to be asking questions. I know you just don't want to see me scrolling through these comments, all right? All right, Zedhead. What's up, Zedhead? He says, hey, Malik, I need advice on the optimum DJI Osmo action setting for the best finish on PD. Oh, and also the best render settings. Good to see you back. Man, a lot going on there. All right. So I don't have a DJI Osmo action, but I will tell you that for any type of action video that you do, if you're doing action, you need to have, your shutter speed on point, because you want to be able to capture the motion blur. You want to be able to get the things that are going on with it and make it look good. So I think that's one of the main things I usually talk about with that. I don't know if there's any other additional settings on it that you need to be worried about. Of course, you got to be worried about lighting. If you're outside, then you probably can get away with some auto settings, but I always like to, set up my ISO, my white balance, things like that. Make sure that those settings are optimal for the optimum for being outside, maybe 5600 Kelvin. I like to go look at it from a Kelvin. Some people just like to use the kind of like the presets. I always use the Kelvin setting that I like for the environment that I'm in, and make sure that when I'm shooting, I'm using the rule of shutter speed. So if I'm shooting at 60 frames per second, which is probably best for shooting action, or even higher if you want to get good slow motion, then you're cutting that in half with your shutter speed. So you're going like or doubling that. They call it half in it, but it'd be like 1 over 120 or 1 over 125, depending on your device. So making sure that you have your shutter speed and your frame rate appropriate, things like that, man. So best render settings for PowerDirector. I did a video on that, so you can check out the tutorial for that to get the best render settings that you need. Now, of course, the way to get to those render settings is going to be different. On that video, you have to hit produce. Of course, on the new version of PowerDirector 365, you're going to hit export. So just keep in mind the buttons might be different, and I will be redoing that video. So Zedhead, if you like to see me redo those videos, I think that's what you're asking. I'm pretty sure those are going to be on my list, because the produced video, render settings, is one of the top videos that I had. So I'm quite sure that I'll be doing another tutorial on best render settings for PowerDirector 365 in the near future, my brother. All right. All right. Let's see. Got a lot of people telling me glad that I'm back, and I appreciate all of you, man. Let's see. All right, Steve said, Malik, did you upgrade your PC since we last heard from you? If so, what do you have now? Good question, Steve Areno. All right, so no, Um, yes, no, maybe. I'll tell you right now. The hardware has not been upgraded at all. What I have done is I was able to go into the security settings and update some of the um, options in there so that I was able to upgrade my OS to Windows 11 Pro. So doing that um, did a lot for fixing compatibility issues or issues that I had with PowerDirector. I have the same hardware. I have an i9 processor, Intel i9. So I know that's not the problem. I got 64 gigs of RAM. I know that's not the problem. Um, I got, of course, this wouldn't be a problem anyway, but I got 2 terabytes storage. I have a QNAP that has I think like 32 terabytes of storage. So I those things not a problem. My Nvidia graphics card, it's older, but it's it's up to snuff, definitely. Could it be upgraded? I think that would probably be the one thing that I would want to upgrade at this point. But the price for video graphics cards is crazy right now. Like it's insane, man. I mean, you can get a good camera for the for the price of a graphics card, but I mean, get what you pay for, man. And I think that would be the one thing that I would probably change from a hardware perspective. Is that, but software I did upgrade to the operating system to Windows 11 because I went into my BIOS on my motherboard and I had to change some of the security settings on there, and then it allowed me to go ahead and upgrade to Windows 11 Pro. All right. Let's see here. Shira69, what's up, Shira69? He says, I gave up 2 or 3 years ago with 365 as it can't burn Blu-ray with 5.1 or do 3D SBS Blu-rays and went back to 16 or 17 version. Yeah, I mean, Blu-ray, 5.1, 3D, that's some things right there, boy. I'm kind of wondering, 16 and 17 can do it, but 365 can't. That gives me pause, but I guess you know better than me because I'm not the one that's trying to do it. It's you. So, um, yo, Jose. That's a great way to spell Jose. That's a new way to spell Jose. It ain't Jose no more. It's Hoezaay. Ya Jose. Okay. What's up, Jose? He said, yo, I'm still using PowerDirector 21. Only thing is, GPU rendering is grayed out. It's still amazing though. Now, there's a video I did out there for your GPU being grayed out like that. So you might want to look it up, buddy. Can't remember the title off the top of my head, but if you just look up PowerDirector GPU, then you'll probably run into it and see what you can see to see if maybe you can get it enabled again. My moderator in charge, Peter J. Milner, says, I have been using PD and all other Cyberlink apps quite a lot. Each time I find a bug or have a suggestion on future functionality, I always send feedback to Cyberlink through the software. Fantastic. So I talked about that a lot, and I still talk about it. Like, if you're using the program, now if it's crashing, and it crashes when you try to do it, I understand. You can't do nothing. But there is functionality within the software to go ahead and send something to support for Cyberlink. Let me see here. Trying to see if I can remember what that is, Peter. Like I said, I haven't been jumped in here for so long, but I know it's in here. Let me cancel that. I think it's over here, man. There it is. Found it. All right, so let me see if I can do this. Let me see if we can get this up and running. All right, so I think y'all can see my screen here. If you can't see my screen, then you might not be able to see. But according to what I'm saying, you can see my screen. So if you're in PowerDirector and you want to contact support, you click on this little help signal up here, this help icon. You left click it. There's a thing here that says Priority Customer Support. You left click on that. It's not showing my window right now. Unfortunately, it's just showing my mouth. But a Priority Customer Support box shows up where you can attach files. Let me see if I can share this screen instead of sharing this one. Let's see. I just want to make sure you guys see the exact window I'm talking about here. It won't let me capture that screen. That sucks. Oh, well, such is life. All right. But like I was saying, there is a screen that pops up that you can go ahead and send a message to PowerDirector. You can attach files. You can include your email address, all kind of good stuff on that. So basically, there is a functionality built in where you can go ahead and contact them directly through the software if you have a problem, just like Peter J. Milner just said. All right. So let's see here. Let's see what other questions and comments we got on here. Let's see. Oh, they said, nah, it's not you, bro. You good. It's because attention spans went down. You know what? Great point, Jose. I'm just like, hey, that's the point that I had to make about shorts. Like my whole thing on shorts is changing because of your point about attention spans. Like, yeah, people want shorts. They want to flip through videos, see things real quick, get answers real quick. Tutorials, sometimes as we go through them, it could take 5 minutes. I try to keep it within 5-10 minutes, unless it's something complex. 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. That's it. I mean, people are going to lose attention span sometimes after 5 minutes, sometimes after 30 seconds or a minute. That's why shorts come in. So, utilizing shorts to capture pivotal parts of the tutorial is probably what I'll be focusing more on in the future, because of what you just said, Jose. Attention spans change. And that could impact your whole entire channel in a negative way if you're doing long form content. So you got to make sure that you're keeping people engaged in some way, shape, or form with your long form content. And so that's another thing that I'm trying to focus on as well. So I'm trying to focus on getting the click. Like if one of my videos comes up about basic editing and then another person makes a video about basic editing, you got like 3, 4, 5, you got 10, 15 videos about it out there. Which one are people going to click? Which one of the titles are they going to find more is going to inspire them more to click on it? Which one of the thumbnails is going to get them interested in clicking on it? That's the first thing. The next thing is, how do I keep people watching the video? Because a tutorial could be bland. I think that some of the things that I like to do is include timestamps. So if they want to jump to a certain thing, they can jump to it. Making sure that my timestamps make sense so that when they're getting searched for in Google and things like that, people might find my video based on a timestamp. You know what I mean? Same thing with keeping them engaged with having fun and just hitting them with, different things that they're not expecting during the tutorial, things like that. So whole lot of things, talking about attention spans that are important about video creation, especially tutorials. I got Sackman. What's up, Sackman? Sackman said, Malik, on which program do you focus now? Years ago, you've been my best tutor. Sacky. So focusing on PowerDirector 365, we're going to keep the PowerDirector University alumni engaged, baby. Engaged with PowerDirector University alumni. All right. So we're focusing on that full force. Like I said before, I also use DaVinci Resolve. I've been using DaVinci Resolve, and there's reason for it. Like I said, my C70, which I do events with, records in RAW. I like to use RAW when I record with that. Gives me more flexibility. And because of that, I have to use DaVinci Resolve when I edit using my C70. But my focus for program for this channel, for the PD University Video Editing Alumni, will be PowerDirector 365. Sharon Kittner said, PowerDirector Made Simple is one I watch every week with Sharper Turtle. Yes, Sharper Turtle. My man Jim Levitt. Great guy, man. He does a lot of great things for PowerDirector. Really enjoy talking to him. I have a relationship with him. We reach out to each other here and there, talk about different stuff here and again. And we reach out to each other if we have questions, we need help with stuff. So cool guy. Tutorials are awesome. Very knowledgeable with PowerDirector. So I would really encourage you to follow his channel too, Sharper Turtle. Check it out. All right. Peter J. Milner asking everybody, where are you guys based? So I hope you guys are engaging in the conversation with him. For you guys who don't know me, I am in Texas, the United States of America. Okay. That's where I rest. Let's see here. We got Henry Gonzalez. I think it's Gonzalez. If it's not, it's Gonzalez, whichever one. It says, I'm using PC using Windows 10, but now, okay, let me start this. Let me try this one more again. I'm using PC using Windows 10 now, but I plan on buying a new PC with Windows 11. Will I need to purchase another subscription for PowerDirector? No, you will not. You should be good to go. What I would say is that just make sure that you sign out of PowerDirector on that PC, and probably even, I don't know if you want to uninstall it or anything. Just make sure that you sign out, because my understanding is that you can only have 2 instances of PowerDirector 365 at the same time. But if you want to have it on Windows 10 and Windows 11, just in case, that's fine. But at some point, if you want to have it like on multiple machines, 2 is the max. So if you're still going to have that Windows 10 and that Windows 11, and that's it, you should be good. You should be able to use the subscription on both of them, as long as you don't have it active on more than 2 machines at the same time. Thank you, Sharon. She said PowerDirector Essentials is the new name of Sharper Turtle. So thank you for that. Like I said, I recommend subscribe to him. Check out his channel. We have different styles. He's got different tutorials than I do. Some of them are the same, of course, because there's only so many things you can do with the software, but check them out. I got Julio Zapata. He said, hey, brother, we are here for you. Your fan base is still here. Let's go. I feel you, Julio. I'm glad you're here, man. I wouldn't have been able to come back, without you guys. Look at all the support that I'm getting in this live stream, man. It means the world to me. I can't even say how happy I am that you guys are all here checking me out, listening to me go over my rigmarole. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We got Prince 213 in the place to be. He said, I have PowerDirector 12 and I've loaded on my new computer, but the font is too small to work with. How can I fix this? Wow. Okay. I don't even know where to start with this one, brother. PowerDirector 12 isn't supported by Cyberlink anymore. It's a older version of the software. I would assume that when you're using it on your system, it's probably only capable of doing some things that it could do on the version of Windows that existed at the time that PowerDirector 12 existed, which means that it's probably not compatible with your new computer, which means that it probably going to have some problems with fonts and things like that. But with that being said, You can check on your Windows 11 machine and change your the way that text appears on your machine. So if text is fine with everything else, but it's only bad with PowerDirector 12, then I don't think you can fix that. I think it's a PowerDirector 12 thing, and I don't think anybody's going to be supporting that version of it to help with the capabilities to change that font. If everything on your machine that's older like that has an issue with it, then you do have the capability in Windows 11 to go in and change how you can view your text, to change the size, the boldness, the all types of things to make text easier for you to see it. But I'm not sure that that is going to align with an old version of PowerDirector 12. So unfortunately, I think that you are probably locked into the text that you have right now because the version is outdated. Liam Wakefield, going back to an earlier comment that I made, he said shorts definitely mess with the algorithm and not always positively depending on the channel type. Agreed. I think that was definitely something that happened to me. I'm going to try them again. Now, knowing what I know now, I do know that they could negatively impact things. So take that with a grain. I have to take that with a grain of salt and know that, hey, if things start to turn south, when am I going to shift? Right? Because there has to be a point where you're going to shift. You have to monitor what's happening to your channel and know that, hey, if these things are not conducive to the successful performance of the channel, I need to shift. Right? So definitely, I'm going to try them. I'm going to try them with a different spin on them, see if they work. And hopefully they work in a positive way. I'll soon see. Shaky Leg by Elvis Merle said, hey, Harry, I just upgraded this month to Windows 11 and PD 365 works the same. All right. So I guess that goes back to this comment here. He said, no need to worry about another subscription. You should be good. All right. Let's see. Jose said, bro, make shorts out of the meaningful, useful content you make so they feed off each other. Exactly. That's all we know. And that was something that I was doing before too, just focusing on the different part of it. Like before, what I was doing with my shorts was, of course, I would do like a short and I would show like an effect that I was doing. That was a short. And then it would link to the tutorial so that if someone wanted to know how to make the tutorial, it was linked to the short. Or they wanted to know how to make the effect, the tutorial was linked to the short. So they got that. Now I'm more focused on, hey, just give the value in the short itself. Don't make it where the value has to go back to something else. Give them value in the short, not just show what the effect is or show what it does. Give them value in the short, right? That they can take from and then point that to the entire tutorial to say, hey, here's value delivered right here, right now in this short. You want more? Here's the whole tutorial. So there'll be other aspects of that. So still doing that, what you're saying, Jose, I've been doing that from the jump, just doing it a different way now. Peter said, Prince213, I'm not convinced this will work, but for most Windows apps, holding down the control key and scrolling with the mouse will zoom in and zoom out. Try it. Yeah, I mean, that might work. We got a super sticker here. No name, just a line. But hey, whoever you are, line, I love you. Appreciate the $5 super sticker from the line. Orange box, white line. Orange box, white line. Orange box, white line. Feeling fine. Okay, let's move on. I just felt a little giddy. All right. All right, let's see. We went over about 5 minutes, but I'm going to give y'all maybe 5 more minutes because I'm really enjoying the comeback. So Claymore said, I love your personality and tutorials. My vids are so awesome because of you. Ignore the haters. They'll always be there. You are right, Claymore. The haters are in the house. And for some reason, like I said, it's just the way of the world now, man. People There's a lot of angriness going on in the world, man, and people like to share when they're not happy with something. And unfortunately, as creators, we can be the target of many people who are in a bad mood. But like you said, and like I said earlier, let them be. Ignore it. We'll move on. Lewis said some people feel so entitled. Yes. Like I was just tripping when the dude was like, he was so mad, like really about this chat. And like I said, man, I'm trying to create a place for people to help each other. And I just deleted all my chats. I just said, forget it. If this is the attitude for me not responding to something that happened 3 hours ago, then are chats really worth it for me? Are they going to negatively impact me and my space? Do I want to create something that's going to facilitate someone getting angry at me? And maybe that was a split decision that I should have maybe thought through, and maybe I'll go back to adding chats. But at that time, I was like, I'm done with these chats. I ain't messing with this. Jose said people can be really painful. Sadly, internet saltiness is the norm. You ain't lying. Internet salty? Internet salty. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah. Peter said the phrase required here is keyboard warriors. You ain't bull jacking. For real. All right. Let's see. We got another super sticker, prestige. I appreciate the prestige, that you've given me with this $5 super sticker. $5 make them holler. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. I don't want no. Okay, I'm old school. I'm old school. I can't help how I do. I got 5 on it, baby. All right. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna see if there's any more questions real quick. Mm-hmm. Man, I appreciate all the love. I'm just seeing all this love over here, man. I'm trying to look through for questions to help somebody out before I get out of here. But I just want y'all to know, man, all this love that you guys are showing over here and telling me how the things that I've done has helped you is just even more motivating to get me back into making these tutorials, man. They're fun for me. I love helping you guys. I love helping people. This is like just seeing all of this after such a long hiatus from the game. I mean, it means a lot, man, that you guys have always been feeling me and showing me the support that you have is crazy, crazy. I love it, man. Rich Hinkle hit me up with a $10 super sticker. Loving the 10. Okay. I'm loving the 10. Look, pay attention to Rich Hinkle. Okay. He's in the building. I appreciate the love, Rich. I'm trying to look for questions, but and when somebody hits me up with a super chat or a super sticker, I gotta show them love. Waves of the World says, anyone know what this error code means within PD365 media source error code 2? So it means that you got a problem with your sample. So it says, what codec are you using? This is what Peter answered. Is if it's 4K 422 10-bit, then PD cannot natively handle it. I have a handbrake profile to modify it, so it'll still be 10-bit, but will work. So to modify it, so it's still 10-bit, but will work with PD. So basically, the sample rate isn't hitting. So That's something that you can easily see with, like, there's a different codecs and sample rates and things like that are available with PowerDirector, or that can be imported and used in PowerDirector when you're looking at your media. So make sure that, especially if you're going to buy PowerDirector, all right, do some research, go to the product page, understand what your device creates, what type of files it creates, and understand what type of media can be input into PowerDirector before you buy it. Because unless you're going with like some professional software that's like crazy high level, most even some of those don't take all file formats or codecs. Okay, you gotta know what you're using and what it can support. All right, Louis Ghetto said, Malik, do you know if Cyberlink has future plans for partnering with any AI companies to incorporate high quality AI video into the program? I don't know. I don't have any insight into that right now. What I do know is I know that Cyberlink goes to CES every year, and usually when they go to CES, they're talking a lot more about AI things than they are about like PowerDirector or PhotoDirector or anything like that. They're mainly focusing on AI capabilities. So I would assume that they're looking at all potential partnerships, all types of software or whatever they can build or maybe use as a vendor to help them better provide better services and support to their customers. So I assume they are. Do I know that for certain? No, but I know that they are always at events. I always see them at events. Not that I'm there, but I see that they are at events, that there's a lot of partnerships out there waiting to be had, and a lot of companies that they can interact with to help them move forward in the AI space. I would also say that that's probably one of the things that I'm going to talk about in the next live stream, is like how Cyberlink is moving forward with PowerDirector and the different tools and AI, and trying to innovate more. So we'll talk about that next week, Lewis. So Virtual Stars Play said, yeah, would like to see an update on render settings. I'll definitely do that, sir. NBHA says, I was listening to one of your old videos. I love when you did the old, all I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom. Yeah, that's what I did. Something like that. All right, let's see here. I think that we have made a great comeback video. There's a lot of other comments on here, things, man, I'm not going to be able to get to right now because, like I said, look, I'm already 13 minutes over my schedule. And somebody about to get me, named Wife. Wife about to get me. So I got to get out of here. But before I go, man, first and foremost, thank you all so much for joining me for this comeback live stream. All right. Means the world to me. Like I said earlier, man, that you guys are with me. You're hanging with me. You're still coming to watch my content. It's a beautiful thing, man. Once again, I see I got 15 likes. I got 50 people watching. I should have at least 50 likes. So like this live stream. Hit the like button underneath here. It's the one that's pointed in the upward direction. Click it, like it, live it, love it, hug it. All right. Make sure that you like this this live stream so that everybody knows they need to be joining us. All right. And this is subscribers only. This is where my subscribers get down. So, hey, subscribers, thank you so much for being part of this wonderful comeback story. Okay. And joining me in this live stream, because without you, there ain't no me. Okay. See you guys next time. Peace.